have an issue that is very particular to Hawaii Island, and we need the support of whoever gets to be our United States Senator. And the issue is the fact that we used to have a customs facility at the Kona airport, and we no longer do. And it's important actually for the state to have a second customs entry point in the state, but it's also important for this island to get to the resources that you both have mentioned. So what role can you play in getting it back for us? And this is 2 minutes, and this is Mr. Schatz first.
So last week, Thursday, it feels like longer ago than that, but last week, Thursday, my committee had a hearing on these kinds of issues with my ranking member, Tim Scott from South Carolina, and I have very good news to announce to Big Island residents. So the issue basically is that every international flight, if it arrives full, according to Hawaii Tourism Authority, is about $1 million worth of visitor spend, $1 million per flight. So if we can get 2 per week in Kona, that's $100 million spent on the Big Island. The problem is we lack the physical capacity, we lack the facilities, and we lack the staffing. So the solution is either we staff up and build the infrastructure, or we can do pre-clearance on the Japan side. Customs and Border Patrol said on the record at my committee, at my behest, that they are now moving through the process. They're at the beginning of the process, but they've announced that they are actually pursuing negotiations on the Japan side. So here's how this would work. If we can get pre-clearance, and they've told us they want to do this now, they just told us on Thursday, then what will happen is we won't need to build that infrastructure on the Kona side. They will get pre-cleared. They'll actually do customs in Narita or Tokyo or Haneda or wherever it may be. And when they arrive, it'll be like a domestic flight. They will get off the plane, they will grab their bag, and they will start spending money. So we made progress on this last week, and I'm pleased to announce it tonight.
Thank you very much. 2 minutes, Ms. Hanabusa. What role can you play in getting customs back?
Well, I believe that if the Senate is passing out a bill like that, I will, of course, advocate for it. But that is only one country. That is a country that's proven itself to be our ally. And look how long it's taken us in the United States Congress to do different kinds of visas for different other countries. Now, what we really do have here is an infrastructure issue. And in order to really address that, whether it's customs or whatever, it is infrastructure. We need to have the ability to partner with the state of Hawaii, and the state of Hawaii Airports Division is going to have to kick in, truly commit to Kona being an international airport that it is, and build the appropriate facilities. I will do whatever I can in terms of being in the United States Congress and the United States Senate to ensure that that happens. Advantage I have, of course, is I was vice chair of Ways and Means in the state Senate. I also was the president of the Hawaii State Senate for the last 4 years, plus majority leader. So I understand how the state government process works. And because of that, I believe that with that background and the ability to understand what will be necessary to have the federal government also fund, that's what we need to do. And remember what Senator Inouye was so good at. Senator Inouye knew how to relate different things. He never talked about tourism in isolation. He never talked about defense in isolation. He never talked about anything in isolation. He always stepped back and saw a broader picture and understood then how can we link one to the other to get to where we want to get to where we want to go. And that's the kind of leadership you're going to need, and that's what I believe it's going to take.